OG, you alright? You alright, OG?
We know at this hour 13 people were injured, including 12 of them who were shot.
What part of the body?
The leg.
Yeah, the female shot in the leg. We have a scene.
Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel shared officers had responded to this block on Saturday for what he called some issues, and it did result in arrest at the time.
He said he smoking cake, you better stand the way he said. Every time we run into her, we sending shit up. Your homie dying, you ain't sly, you cry, go pick a blick up. I'm shiesty, I'm sliming niggas out, I see the snot. There's a difference, I'm stepping on your neck, y'all niggas not. Hey, just switch the plan. Copy drawing all the drugs, call him the Wacky Man. Bitch, we got them guns, we come through like Taliban. So go far back off with drilling, you just keep running the band. I kill again, the 50 I smile again. But we gotta drop it, what it do, I'm hopping in. But we got me saying, call him at that bus stop, I got you, man. I want to jump in this nigga do this sucking. But you in the theater, I can't talk from my cousin. We rushed it to the drop, I do a drill with an umbrella. They asking where I'm at, I'm on the block, I'm with the felons. Strands, shit, the clap is up. Big bars up. Hit to the draws. And I got Tweezy with me. And I got Beezy with me.
He was like this. Let me see you put this joint on me. He was like this. The nigga was like this. The nigga was like this. The nigga was like that. Pop, you heard me?
This is the new flyer shared by Philadelphia police overnight. Detectives are pointing out these 3 shooters.
Bro, they don't get no respect for that, bro. It's too many kids. Like, bro, come on, bro. Nigga, we on that block every day. Why nothing go down when there's not no cookout or no kids not out there?
Yo. Where you at? Where your block at? Where your block at?
This ring video is part of the police investigation. It shows the intense exchange of gunfire on the 1500 block of South Edding Street just before 1 a.m. Monday.
In all, police say 12 people were shot. 3 of them died, including 19-year-old Jason Reese, 23-year-old Zahir Wiley, and 24-year-old Azir Harris.
About to smoke Zaza today.
On Monday, July 7, 2025, at approximately 12:57 a.m., officers from the 17th District responded to a radio call reporting a, quote, person with a gun on the 1500 block of South Edding Street. Now, these calls always start out with a person from a gun in these police reports. And upon arrival, officers discovered multiple victims suffering from gunshot wounds. Tragically, 3 individuals were pronounced dead shortly after the incident. Zahir Wiley, 23, of the 1100 block of Maryland Road, Jason Reese, 19, of the 5400 block of Media Street, and Azir Harris, 24, of the 2400 block of College Avenue, were all pronounced dead. 9 additional victims sustained various gunshot wounds. Almost every mainstream outlet that covered this story did the kind of reporting that usually leaves a lot to be desired. With the journalistic standards set almost 50 years ago, the news goes mainly based off what the police tell them and family and friends of the victim say in on-camera interviews. And there's a very good reason they hold themselves to that standard. Journalists are expected to verify information, and when rumors are flying, to sort the truth from fiction. Due to both misinformation from law enforcement, along with the media's race to be the first with breaking information, it can result in disaster. BuzzFeed, Gawker, CNN, Fox News, and others found Ryan Lanza's Facebook profile and posted screenshots of it, falsely identifying him as the shooter in the 2012 Sandy Hook tragedy. His brother, of course, was a perpetrator, and the media, for a brief few hours, got it wrong. When 22-year-old Sunil Tripathi went missing in March 2013, his family turned to social media to raise awareness and help find the missing Brown University student. What they didn't anticipate was the same platforms meant to assist in their search would fuel a digital witch hunt. This was an extreme case of a mistaken identity that unfolded in the chaotic aftermath of the Boston Marathon bombing. Those obviously are some of the extreme cases, but rush to report can sometimes lead to misreporting. In this case, the mainstream media stuck strictly to the facts. Instagram and YouTube pages such as THFphilly and Hood Life Media also reported it from a different angle. THF reported that FS the Bender and GB, who was out there recording both nights, were going back and forth on Instagram. The YouTube channel Hood Life Hip Hop released 3 videos talking about the other angles to the story. In the first vid, he shows the back and forth argument between FS and GB. In the second vid, he breaks down basically what happened the night of the gathering. Philly Scoreboard also released a video covering the situation. So I honestly wasn't even going to make this video because it seemed to be covered. I did, however, see the request from viewers, so that's how we ended up here. Philadelphia has been known for its ruthless gun violence for years, but the city has made strides in reducing homicides. In 2024, the city recorded 269 homicides, down significantly from 2021 and the lowest since 2014. But the 4th of July weekend in 2025 was a splash of cold water to anyone who thought that the challenges didn't remain. Over the holiday, the city saw multiple horror scenes, including a shooting at a Southwest Philadelphia nightclub that injured 8 people and another in North Philly that left a 26-year-old dead. The shooting we're focused on in this video happened in South Philly and caught the nation's attention and was the deadliest of the weekend, described by police as cowardly.
There is a lot of video circulating online. I'm sure all of you have seen it.
This video circulating on social media is one piece of evidence Philadelphia police sources say they're using as part of the investigation into this morning's deadly mass shooting in Grace Ferry. It's one of 2 shooting incidents in South Philadelphia over the busy 4th of July holiday.
I think the girl who was laying on my step, she was like 15.
Police say 12 people between the ages of 15 and 24 were shot and 3 of them killed on the 1500 block of South Edding Street. The sound of gunfire caused Tiffany McDaniels to come outside her home.
It was very hard to, see. And the bullets hit my house. And just thanking God that my son didn't get hit.
Commissioner Kevin Bethel says officers were patrolling the area after getting reports of large gatherings and loud music and were nearby when they heard the gunshots.
It's pretty much a horrific scene. We do know, based on what we're seeing so far, almost 140 pieces of ballistic evidence has been recovered. We definitely believe, based on our observation, a gun with a switch was involved, which we talked about has been a significant issue.
Grace Ferry is a tight-knit residential area in South Philly, but like many neglected neighborhoods, violence persists. The block where the shooting happened had been a hotspot for parties all weekend, with loud music and large crowds drawing police attention multiple times. The night before the incident, members went on Instagram Live and taunted the ops for whatever reason.
Side with us. You should have been out here, nigga. I'm fucked up. I'm perked up, nigga. I'm drunk, nigga. I'm on everything. Liquor, everything. Look at Ro. Oh my God, white boy. Go get white boy. Nigga, we on live all day. Sarah, you ducking Rick, Sarah. You ducking Rick, Sarah.
You want the bait?
You ducking Rick, Sarah. I'm able to hit the toe, even the head. No. You put the burners on tires.
The block party that ended in mass gunfire on July 7th, 2025, had deep roots in both grief and tension. The event began as a 4th of July celebration and memorial on the 1500 block of South Edding Street, located in the Grays Ferry section of South Philadelphia, an area historically associated with 27th Dickerson. They're also known as TPG and Quilly Gang. People like Deke Loco and King Lord claim 27th Street. They have deep ties to known affiliates like CCK and the 7th Street Clappers and others. The original gathering began on July 5th, functioning both as a July 4th cookout and as a memorial for 3 young men lost to gun violence in recent years. Sadiq Deek Loco Dove, a rapper and affiliate of 27th Street, 7th Street, and CCK, he was gunned down in 2023 while walking outside of a YMCA. Aquil Quilly Foster, a 27th Street affiliate who was shot and killed in 2022 by accidental friendly fire. And Quadir Honcho Strickland, a 7th Street affiliate, he was the brother Quilly's and Deek Loco's best friend. He was shot and killed after getting into an argument. Despite the history that these groups had in the streets, the memorial appeared to proceed without major conflict. The July 5th event drew a large crowd, including known members from multiple groups. There was people from all the way out West Philly there, and some people from North Philly. Officers responded to the block several times throughout the night for reports of loud music, disorderly conduct, and disturbances. A few individuals were reportedly detained, but no major arrests or incidents occurred.
The cops came out and cut the crowd down considerably, but the festivities went well into Sunday morning. This would be the first of many mistakes. The very next day, they would post an Instagram story dropping the exact location of the event. This was probably the most reckless move one could make, that this is what draws the ops' attention. The police had already been there on Saturday, and Sunday night was no different. They came numerous times to break up the gathering. They eventually got it down to around 40 people and also got them to shut the music off.
Charlie, okay?
Our medics, we have multiple people shot.
32, I got 1 male shot in the left arm and scoop in the present.
32, okay?
Any of you guys out there responsible? I have a 17-year-old female in the back of my vehicle. She's also shot. Not 5 people in the back of my car trying to squeeze in here. I need help.
1712, you have 5 people in the back of your car?
I got people running on the block of Edding now.
Hey, we have people running on the Edding, 1500 Edding. 21 years.
We're all going to prison. 1712. I have 1 male down in the back. I have another female down in the back. I have 2 people in the back that are conscious, but I don't think shot. Just trying to help the people that got in the car. Just to be clear, 2 gunshots in the back.
Stand 3, you have 2.
Is there anyone else out here?
17 stand 3.
Charlie, a 15-year-old female that I transported, she was shot once to the left hip. I've got a projectile.
Charlie, okay?
Alright, can we just confirm the victims? We have 9 at Presby, 2 pronounced, and 3 at Chop with 1 pronounced there. Is that correct?
2 and 1. Watch not to.
Yes. A total of 12.
Just before 1 a.m. on Monday morning, July 7th, 2025, the 1500 block of South Edding Street became a scene of chaos. Over 100 rounds were fired. 3 young men, ages 19, 23, and 24, lost their lives. The 19-year-old Jason Reese was shot in the head. The 23-year-old Zahir Wiley was shot in the chest, and Azir Harris, 24, was shot in the back and were all pronounced dead by 2:16 a.m. 9 others were injured, including a 15-year-old girl, 2 17-year-old boys, and a 19-year-old man who was left in critical with 2 gunshot wounds to the head. Police recovered over 130 pieces of ballistics evidence, and doorbell camera captured terrified residents fleeing for cover behind porches and cars. Some news reported 10 injured, but one of the injured was reportedly injured running from the police.
It was like the switch flipped inside me, and I was just like, okay, why can't I function right now?
Bro, when you're in public spaces, you almost put civilians around you at risk.
It's like, it ain't safe for us or the that's it.
We got PTSD. Gamble, bro. We gamble every day, bro. Every day.
In 2024, the U.S. Surgeon General declared gun violence a public health emergency due to its devastating physical and psychological toll, with over 48,000 firearms-related deaths in 2022 alone. A growing body of research shows that exposure to gun violence, including being injured or witnessing a shooting, or simply living in affected communities, leads to high rates of anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and PTSD. Homicide by firearm is the leading cause of death among adolescents and young adults in the United States. Despite these alarming fatality rates, 71% of all wounded victims survive, and surprisingly, little is known about the long-term mental, behavioral, and social health effects of gunshot survivors.
Yo! Yo! Yo, real shit though, I just got like a couple questions. You not paralyzed? Like the right side of your body not paralyzed? Bro, you know what I'm on, bro. All your homies your friends killers is still here. They in this live right now, if I must say.
Nigga,
your homies killers is in this live right now.
Bro,
y'all don't step. Y'all cookout just got shut up. All these innocent peoples and girls just got shot and died and shit. Y'all supposed to get dizzy about that shit. Y'all niggas not doing nothing. You on live with us. Nigga, you on live with stupid, nigga. I'm a rapper. I don't do nothing. So fuck that. You're on live when you should be going to bed. Fuck that. A YBC cookout never got shot. We didn't have cookouts all in the square, all down the bottom. Cookouts all down the bottom. We had 3 cookouts. Nigga, go kill somebody. Go push somebody for one of them girls that got shot. You had the old head Rodney ducking. My old head Rodney was out there, dickhead. You had Rodney out there ducking for his life. Dickhead. Rodney don't deserve that.
Bro, but you act like that shit.
Y'all niggas, like... I wish I don't even want to say that, but I'm gonna say I wish Dude was here. Dude would have been cooking y'all. Dude would have been cooking y'all.
Bro, you don't get what,
Dude would have been cooking y'all, bro.
It was a cookout with a whole bunch of kids out there, bro.
Bro, and they blew that shit the fuck up, nigga. You know what you can and you can't do being in the streets. Y'all tried to be cute. HGB.
Like, our generation was the last generation of, like, going to high school and still worrying about fist fights. Like, now, bro, you gotta go to school with a pipe. If not, bro, you're getting cooked. Bro, shit.
Evidence supports poor long-term health and social outcomes among the victims and their families. PTSD was most severe among those physically injured in those shootings, but even witnesses and community members reported high levels of distress. The long-term community-wide nature of trauma from gun violence is being called on for further study, but the data that we do have is alarming. Gunshot wound injuries are strongly associated with the development of PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, affecting an estimated 49 to 60% of people shot within a year of the incident, a figure which is likely underestimated due to follow-up challenges involved in reporting these numbers. PTSD is particularly harmful for adolescents and young adults, ages 15 to 29, whose social, emotional, and cognitive development is still underway. PTSD manifests through intrusive memories, avoidance behaviors, sleep disturbances, concentration issues, and feelings of guilt, often resulting in harmful coping mechanisms like substance abuse and increased aggression. I'm more on edge now. I'm paranoid because I see him around town here and there. I'm always paranoid, especially because I got my kids and my wife is pregnant. I wake up dreaming. I dream a lot about it, said one victim who now suffered from PTSD as he told a study on the psychological effects of juvenile victims of gunshot wounds. The study also talks about how mental health follow-up was difficult for the victims, either due to lack of resources, laziness on the victim's part, or thinking they could power through it on their own. But often it comes down to victims of gunshot wounds who are affiliated with the streets often get right back in the mix. It's hard to be an angel surrounded by demons, another person told the study. Participants in the study who were shot notably expressed fervor for gun ownership, carriage, and use after the incidents. I bring this up not to try and act like the street is an academic subject that needs to be studied, but to show that PTSD in victims is real and shows itself or manifests in a number of ways. The other thing I noticed is that similar with soldiers and gang members is their numbness to violence. The state of mind that, quote, shit happens and innocent people might die. The same casual way we hear drill rappers talk about innocent people is the same rhetoric we hear from warmongers and soldiers alike who talk about civilians dying in combat. To be clear, the only comparison I'm making between foreign wars and the United States military and the people on the streets of Philly and their families in this specific video is the effects of PTSD. There are other parallels to draw on, but I want to put some of the victims of this tragedy and their families front and center. The ones injured in this incident and the deceased loved ones are the ones that have to pick up the pieces for years to come. Rest in peace to all mentioned in this video, and I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thanks for watching American Confidential, and until next time, be safe.
Learning about one of the victims from that shooting, family members tell us Azir Harris died while he was at a cookout in Grays Ferry. The man was paralyzed after being shot back in 2018. He became an advocate against gun violence. NBC 10's Johnny Archer talked with his father.
Tonight, I spoke to the father of one of the victims killed. He tells me that his son was brought here to Penn Presbyterian where he underwent surgery, but unfortunately passed away. That father tells me that his son wanted to share his own story about being shot several years ago as well. He says his son was hoping that he would help others from becoming victims of gun violence themselves.
A barrage of gunfire and chaos erupting early Monday morning in the Grays Ferry section of Philadelphia. Police say 9 people were injured and 3 people were killed along the 1500 block of Edding Street. 24-year-old Azir Harris was one of those killed.
Taking him away took my whole family. We live it, but a piece of us is missing.
Azir's father and the rest of his family in disbelief. A family now grieving Azir's loss, who was also the father of a 1-year-old baby boy.
My son was a great guy, giving, kind, everything. It's everything to me and my family. With the lights in my house, with the lights of our life. So sorry it got took away like this. Sorry.
Police say around 140 pieces of ballistic evidence were found on scene. Azir's father says his son was attending a cookout at a block party that turned deadly. Investigators have not said why shots were fired.
Why do y'all have to hurt so many families behind this? Carelessness, guns, and dying for a neighborhood that you don't own nothing in. It's just sad. There's no community growth.
In 2018, Azir was shot in another incident and paralyzed, leaving him in a wheelchair. His father says Azir wanted to share his story to help prevent others from becoming victims of gun violence.
When he seen a lot of his friends around him dying, and I told him, I said, "You're special, man. Tell everybody your story."
But Monday morning, Azir's story came to a tragic end. His family planning to carry on his message to help make Philadelphia a safer city.
These youths is just taking it to the extreme. They thinking killing each other is a game. You don't come back from that. It's not a game. You hurt families. You destroy lives. And I just want y'all to put the guns down, man. That's all I can say. Put the guns down, man.
Police have not made any arrests in this case, but they say they are reviewing surveillance cameras and they do have leads from information they do have so far. At Penn Presbyterian, Johnny Archer, NBC 10 News.